this is what was under the door trim here. Look at that. God knows how many years of dead animals and dirt and ugh. Yuck. Well, looks like floor installation will have to wait. Just found a wet spot under the linoleum that we have to dry out. It's always something. So this is what we've come to here. I have, yet again, my heat set up in a very interesting way to dry out the wet floor threshold here. So hopefully that'll work and I can put flooring down soon. Hi guys, welcome back to Uncharted Destiny. Today's project is flooring, and this is very exciting because I absolutely love the floors that I picked out and I've been waiting forever to put them in. So as you can see, I kind of already got started, kind of wanted to test it out before I started making videos, but let me show you some of the tools that you're going to need for this project. What I have is vinyl plank flooring. It's the Lifeproof flooring from Home Depot. Obviously I'm not a pro, and I'm also doing some things that probably are improper because you actually technically void your warranty if you install this stuff in an RV. So yeah, I'm not exactly doing things as per instructions, but I'm trying to do it as close to the instructions as I can. So let me talk you through some of the tools that we have. So what I did was I went online and I got a vinyl plank installation kit, which includes the soft hammer. It includes the little pry bar. It includes this little tapping block, and it includes some spacers. And then some additional tools that I'm using are a metal ruler, a T-square, and an X-Acto knife, as well as just some random stuff like pliers and scissors and markers and stuff. So everything combined probably cost about $40, so it's not that expensive for the kit. The flooring itself is $60 a box, and I have used, or I have 4 boxes worth of the flooring. So I actually only have 3. I had to order another one because I was like 3 planks short for the entire thing. So I'm currently doing the loft area up here, and I actually did it for my headboard too, which again voids the warranty because you're not supposed to do it on anything other than a flat surface, but mine's, and it's glued. You're also not supposed to glue this stuff because it's supposed to be a floating flooring. So I'm just breaking all sorts of rules, but I think it looks awesome and I don't think it's going to be a problem. And it's not a big deal about the warranty anyway, since again it's already in an RV. So I'm going to also do down there as well, and I will let you guys watch while I work. It's not too exciting, and it's pretty easy. I think pretty much anybody can do it, and I think the results are pretty beautiful. So if you guys want to replace or put in a nice floor, I would recommend the Lifeproof flooring from Home Depot. Alright, so the basic idea with this stuff is that you have to kind of put it into the groove. You always need the 1/4 inch spacers too, because it is a moving floor, or a floating floor, so it does need expansion room. But you're supposed to start in the left portion of your room, and you click in the floors to that groove. Then you take your tapping block, and you don't hit that grooved part because it will break, and I have already broken the groove several times, just a little bit, but still. Then you kind of hammer it into place. Hard working in an enclosed space. Now, since my floors aren't perfectly level, it doesn't exactly come out perfect all the time, but I'm working on it. sometimes you really have to like wail on it. I don't know if that's just because the camper's not level or this stuff is heavy duty. Actually try this one again because it's not really sitting as flat as I want it. So also with this stuff that I have, it's multi-width, so I have all different widths of boards, and what I had to do was, or what you're supposed to do, is you take all the different patterns and widths of boards and you separate them like I have here, and that way you can pick boards that don't, you know, match each other perfectly so that you get a nice like alternating look. And then it's also important to not cut off the edge you need. For instance, I need this edge and this edge. This is called the tongue. This other side is called the groove. So the part that overhangs is the tongue and the part that comes under is the groove. So I need the tongue on this side and the tongue on that side. Alright. So then, since I need these sides, I flip it upside down to find out the length that I need. Then I use my T-square to make sure that I cut a nice level piece, or a nice straight piece. Not that anything in the camper is straight, but I'll try with my floors. Pro tip that I learned the hard way: don't cut your boards on top of other boards. And you basically just score this stuff, put it over your leg, snap it. And another pro tip, and I know I said don't cut on your boards, but for this part just gently score because it really doesn't have to go through too much. And that way you don't accidentally cut the pattern. Alright, so then we flip this around and we have the tongue and the tongue. Now we fit that into the other piece. And then we tap that down into the horizontal part here. And then we use our tapping block. Again, not on the gray part. And we hammer this in. Alright, and that's how it's done. I'm going to take a short break to go eat some dinner, but I will return and continue on this flooring. Thank you for joining me, and if you have any questions, I know I'm missing some stuff, so just go ahead and ask in the comments. because this flooring is really cool, and if anybody wants to use it, I'd be more than happy to answer questions about it. Despite the fact that I'm breaking all the rules installing it, I do know how it's supposed to be installed for the most part now. Alright, we are pretty much done installing the flooring up here. I still have to do trim around the whole outside and clean up, of course, so I'll give you another shot of this area all cleaned up, but we're all done. I hope you guys will join me again when I do the trim around the edges, but thank you for watching this whole process. It definitely wasn't too bad. I think that the hardest part was just making sure you don't mess up your own flooring by like doing things like slipping with your knife or, you know, like marking the wrong spot, making sure you understand how to measure this stuff because of the tongue and groove. That definitely took a little bit of a learning curve, but once I got it, it wasn't that hard at all, so I think anybody could do this. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video. Hi guys, I just wanted to give you a little tour of the almost finished flooring project. This is what it looks like. Thank you for joining me for the whole process, and I hope you guys will tune in next time.
Well, I am just cutting and installing molding in the camper, and it is quite the process because not only is nothing square in a camper, but there's all kinds of weird little things to cut around, and yeah, almost there. Here, finished up the top part earlier, and that looks freaking awesome, but now I am moving to this area, so it's a process, but we're getting there. So if anybody would like molding done at their house, I am basically a professional at this point. Just kidding, but kind of not.